All right, questions for Coach Johnny Taylor. You guys ready?
All right. Coach, I mean, just an overall evaluation of how your team played tonight. I mean, early lead, cap it, and gave up a combined 10 points in the second and third quarters.
Overall pleased. You know, we got to see a lot of different lineups. We got to see different matchups. I wasn't thrilled that we gave up 20 points in the fourth quarter. And so that's something we got to continue to work on when we sub, making sure that we have the same effort on both ends of the floor. But overall, I was happy with their effort and happy with the looks that we got offensively.
First game of the season, there's always a whole lot of unknowns. What's something that you learned about your team tonight that impressed you?
You know, I thought they did a good job of stepping up in the absence of Q Morrison. She's a starting guard. She started every game last year with the exception of one, and we found out last week that we lost her to an injury, and so I thought they did a good job of bringing in energy. And where she's really good is rebounding the basketball. She's a great defender, and so I think they really came out and played for her, so that was really good. And then I would just say, honestly, I played Mallory and Jenna at the same time. That's something that we haven't done a lot of, but to see them both play on the floor at the same time and be able to do that was something that was good.
Kind of along the same point, you have 3 new starters from last year that are opposed to last year's team. How did you think the 3 people filling in played tonight?
I thought they did great. I mean, Tyler started last year, Kawhi started last year, Q would have started last year, but Gabby played a lot of minutes as a freshman last year. And that's the thing that's so good about this group is that our freshman class last year, who are now sophomores, got a lot of experience for the most part. And so we knew that the starting 5 would come in and do what they were supposed to do. Stephanie Paul is a junior who started her freshman year. She did not start last year, but she started as a freshman, so nobody out there was gun-shy or nervous about stepping into a starting role.
And then to follow up on Stephanie, I mean, she kind of brought that energy that Q did with those 3 offensive rebounds in the first couple minutes. I mean, what did you see from her? And do you feel like she's finally able to get those longer stretches of minutes? Because I know last year, with coming back from that knee injury, she didn't have that very much.
And Stephanie's a really cerebral player. She can play the guard spot, the forward spot. We're using her at the forward spot a lot, which is a role that she has accepted. She has a great IQ, and so she helps out defensively a lot. She can do a lot of things on the offensive end of the floor. The key to Stephanie is keeping her healthy, and so far she is. And as long as that knee is not swollen and she's able to get up and down the floor, that's what you're going to see from Stephanie Paul. Last year her minutes were limited a lot because she had a lot of flare-ups and her knee just was bothering her. So I'm happy for her that she's been able to go out there and play and practice the way that she has so far.
And then in terms of the freshmen, I mean, I know you waited to bring them in until the second quarter, but what did you see from them? I mean, players were saying that they had some nerves early on.
I think the same things we've seen in practice. You know, Caitlin didn't make shots until the end, but she had great looks, and those are shots that are going to go down for her and shots that we need for her to make. I thought Kayla Hubbard came in. She's someone who, again, we're kind of using as a utility player like Stephanie, playing her at multiple positions, and for her to know what we want from multiple positions, offensively and defensively, she's shown a great capacity to handle multiple positions, and that's really rare for a freshman. And then with Donetta, you saw the flash that she can bring. You know, what she's got to do is figure out when to keep it simple and when to use that flash. But she's someone who can score with the ball in her hands, and she sees the floor really well. It's a good passer. So we really didn't see anything different in the game that we've seen in practice or that we knew that they could do.
And go ahead.
There was a moment in the game where I think it was Maya was making a really good defensive play and then clapped her hands in front of the offensive player, and then I think she got a bucket after that. And you had a little exchange with her coming off the court right there. Could you tell us a little bit about what you said?
I just told her, let's not clap our hands till the possession's over. You know, she's like, I got excited. It's like, I know, I get it. And you know, for Maya, we've challenged her on the defensive end. We every day we make her guard the best defender on our scout team, and she's a long guard who's capable of really wreaking havoc defensively, and she's got to just lock in and concentrate and put her mind to it. And she's come a really long way, and so she's done a really good job so far. And in that possession you're speaking of, and I think she got a little excited and clapped her hands. And when she took that break to clap her hands, whoop, 2 went by her. So let's finish the possession before we celebrate.
And then to ask about another newcomer, I mean, Jenna, even though with some foul trouble, she wasn't able to get a longer stretch of minutes, but 4 for 4 from the field, and when she hit that 3-pointer to start, I mean, what type of emotion did you feel as a coach? Because you and I have talked a lot about how her transfer process and sitting out and everything.
I'm so happy for her. You know, she's someone who had to sit out last year, and she really took it upon herself to work really hard to get herself in shape and to learn our offense and to commit to playing the style of basketball that we play, which is getting up and down the floor. And, you know, as you saw, she can shoot the three, she can shoot the free throw line jumper, she can post up, she can rim run. I think she really showed all aspects of her game, and so for us, and challenging her is just to continue to do that and sustain her effort and play for long periods of time without fouling or getting tired, because she's someone who can utilize in a lot of areas on the basketball floor.
Besides the fourth quarter defense, is there anything that you were going into practice this week to specifically work on?
Just continuing to rebound the basketball and be dominant on both ends of the floor. I thought we were sloppy with our execution. Part of it is I don't think all of our players, we played a lot of different combinations, and some of that's on me because I wanted to see what different lineups looked like. But learning how to continue to still play with different people on the floor and running our offense through. I'm not sure we ran our offense all the way through all night long. Now, some of that is because we didn't have to. But there were possessions where we could have run our offense and we broke it and did something else. And so just making sure that they know what that next option is. Because there's going to come a time when we face someone else where we have to run through our offense in its entirety, and we didn't do that tonight.
Anything else?
And then just to follow up on your rotations and lineups, I mean, what type of things do you need to see to maybe get a better idea of what you need to do with that, and maybe shorten it or just?
Well, I think we have so many versatile players. There's going to be a couple games where we just play around with it and see what it looks like. You know, you've got Kalia's playing the 4 and the 5, Kayla's playing the 3 and the 4, Steph's playing the 4, Caitlin's playing the 1 and the 2. You know, we just got a lot of versatile players. It's what we enjoy recruiting and having on our team, and so we're going to just continue to mix it up and so they're comfortable, number one, at those positions, and then just so we can figure out what works best.